Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the realistic road to glory. We are, of course, Premier League now, and we picked up our first point of the season in the last episode. We've been conceding goals left, right and centre, but we've been scoring goals pretty well as well. 4 goals scored so far this season, despite the 6 conceded, and hopefully, well, if you offered me 15th at the end of this first season in the Premier League right now, I would, of course, absolutely take it. Survival is the main aim. We believe we can survive, but we will have to ensure that we don't concede quite so many goals to do so. We have Tottenham to begin with, of course, simming the first season's worth of top 6 teams, unless, like the month of November, we quite simply don't have the opportunity to do so because there's only 3 games. So we'll sim Spurs, we'll play Newcastle, Palace and Forest as we look to build on what was an encouraging first episode yesterday. If you missed the whole transfer window, which we did in one episode yesterday, in a bumper-length episode, do go and check the channel page for it. I'd very much appreciate it if you did. Of course, saying thank you to Fury, to Ryan and to Kaufman on the board behind me if you're supporting the comment section of that video. We will just go straight into this game against Spurs then and just get the simmer out of the way. We had Chelsea take us quite lightly in the last episode, and Tottenham look like they're doing the same. Yates in their midfield is someone we've had on our shortlist previously. They won their first game. They lost their next. 86 rated front line. Victor Gyökeres, formerly of Coventry City, of course, in there as well. A little bit of fatigue, so maybe we make a change. Vata's actually up to 81 now, which is great. Greaves is up to 81 too, which is also superb, because we were hoping to get quite a bit of growth out of him. They'll be the only changes we make for now. Shorotire can crack on at 80 rated, and we might get something out of this. We do. Well, what do you know? We conceded 3 goals again. Shorotire, Lobato and Sarmiento with the goals, though, and it was only an 89th minute Victor Gyökeres equaliser that stopped us from getting all 3 points at, I was going to say White Hart Lane, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Our second point of the Premier League table comes very early on indeed. Sarmiento's very happy, but he's probably going to get dropped for the next one. Newcastle, our next opponent. We stay 15th for now. It's a better start than expected. Can we keep the run going? Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. FC25 is really not that far away now at all, but we want to stay in the Premier League first. Newcastle played a day later than we did on the last match day, so they've actually gone from 4 points to 7 points now. But they are starting Andrew in goal over Nick Pope. Thiago, Bakker, Van der Ven and Hartman as their back 4. They're 4-3-3. The front 3 is particularly good. Minter, Gordon and Alexander Isak. Ravella in midfield is going to be very good as well. Engels and Fujiwara. Their options on the bench are pretty decent too. They've got 7 points from their first 3 Premier League games. We've got 2 from ours, which isn't bad at all. We're very, very pleased with 2 points from those first 3 fixtures. Can we have more than 2 points by the end of this 4th fixture? I hope so. Best. Through the gap. Really nicely through the gap, actually. And Josh King in a good spot here, although under close attention. Drill that to Shorotire and then quickly into Lobato. Back to Shorotire. Shown has been our top goal scorer so far this season. And he hits the supporting post on the right-hand side. Nearly the worldy start that we would have loved here at the Abbey Stadium. Our newly improved Abbey Stadium, of course. But unfortunately, it was wide this time. 84, Andrew in goal. Wow, Thiago Santos. Bakker 73 is the odd one out there in the defensive line, as is Fujiwara in the midfield. But it's a very strong lineup. A low-rated CDM and 1 low-rated centre-back. Hopefully, we can get something from this, but the rest of Newcastle's lineup is very strong. Engels and Anthony Gordon and Alexander Isak. Ooh, I didn't expect that extra pass, to be honest. Isak was in there. Now Gordon is. Oh my God! All right. Cool. I was hoping the keeper would just save it at the near post. Gordon is, from that angle, smacks it against the woodwork. It's flown across the goal mouth, straight to the awaiting Minter, who's taken a touch and then volleyed home. We nearly scored at one end. Newcastle have at the other. Ramsey into Vata. Not the best of first touches, but he's gotten away from it. It's a lovely ball to Shorotire. Quickly back to Fofana here. whose shot is blocked, and it doesn't fall for me as kindly as it fell for them. There was a man waiting at the back post in the shape of Lenny Lobato. But we don't get as lucky as Tottenham did. Gordon into Alexander Isak. Well, that's another lucky rebound. Thankfully, Valdemarson is equal to it this time. Apparently, there's a magnet in the ball, and Minter has a magnet on his boot as well. Mickey van der Ven. Oh! Doesn't get the better of Shoretire, but Shoretire has to use a hand to get the ball going forward. Transfer confirmed from Real Sociedad, even though there's a Lille badge there for Umut Tuhumtu for Newcastle. Whether he came from Lille or from Real Sociedad, I can't recall, but he is a new Newcastle man. Not that he's in the squad for this particular fixture. Rovella out wide to Thiago Santos. That is a heavy touch I wasn't expecting. Is the cross coming? No. But they still might score again. Henderson flicks away well, and it's a terrible attempted pass. Henderson's won it back. They've got a man down, and he's staying down there, Thiago Santos on the far side. And just as I was hoping to break into that space in behind, the referee pulls it back. That's kind of annoying. It's Alexander Isak. And wide to Presnel Kimpembe, who's come on as the substitute for the now injured Thiago Santos. It's going to fall kindly for Minter. And now Alexander Isak, good block by Greaves. Challenged by Rocco Vata. Full-blooded, you love to see it. Newcastle are dominating play. But we're having a go at getting something. I'm supposed to go back to the keeper. That was supposed to go back to the keeper. Oh my lord. Panic stations, panic over. Lenny, nice turn. Shoretire's there. Runners all around. Couldn't get the spin in to try and find Job though. Here's Alexander Isak. Greaves has done enough. Henderson's done enough. And between the two of them, they will get rid of it. Ball's meant for Shoretire though. Give me Job, please. Alexander Isak from range. Valdemarson with the equally rangy save. 5 minutes to go in the half. It's still only 1-0 Newcastle. It has been a difficult first 45 here. But we were 3-1 down against Aston Villa and brought it back to 3-3. And that was a good Aston Villa side as well. Had some really difficult opening fixtures though, to be fair. But hoping for better results against Palace and Forest. Although Forest have got some very good players, as we found out in the Championship last season. So every team in this league, I think, is better than us. So we just have to outperform the sum of our parts this season to try and stay up. Whether we can do it or not, only time will tell. Kirk Henderson got the ball away there, quite simply by just falling over into it. Shrugging off multiple. William Kirk. Lift it, look for Fofana. Oh, it's brilliant. Shoretire against Baka, who can't cope with the pace. Do I go for goal? No. Fofana. Oh, come on, Foday. First time, mate. Really? Just entirely missed the ball there, Joe. So did Ramsey. Am my players allergic to kicking the football in this second half? What's going on? Bjorn Engels tackled. I think it's Bjorn Engels. No, Bjorn Engels was the centre-back, wasn't he? Oh, Alexander Isak. It hits the bar. Very nearly 2-0 Newcastle. It would have been disgustingly unfair. But thankfully, they haven't scored the goal anyway. Trying to get that to Calvin Ramsey. We've done that well. I've got many in the middle. Tuck that back. Vata will look for the man in the middle. Shoretire's touch is just ludicrous. And my guy hasn't locked onto the ball at all. Well done, Kian. For Christ's sake, I need all the luck I can get, or at least I need the game to do what I'm asking it to, if we're to stand a chance of staying up. And my players just not locking onto the ball in an aerial battle is not going to help. 2-0 Newcastle. Well in, Kian. Well in, lad. Into Josh King. Then out to Lobato. And surely Fofana. What? Van der Ven. Unbelievable defending from him. Drill that in there. Overlapping run, here it comes. Actually, we'll go back to Vata. No, we won't. We'll go out to Calvin Ramsey. In the middle towards Fofana. And Baka's in the way this time. I cannot find the chance against this Newcastle backline, but we are pressing hard, fast, consistently looking for a way back into the game. We'll deliver this one into the middle now, and Ray with the acrobatics, but it's nowhere near the target. It would be 4 straight games with 3 goals conceded if they do, which would be pretty remarkable. That's supposed to go to the keeper, thank you. Okay. Engels, Gordon. Trying to dangle a leg. Let's get anything on it. Minter. How's he got through there? Valdemarson with the save. Engels tackled off it. And we've won it back. We're not going to get anything from the game. But for the first time in the Premier League, we don't concede 3 goals. Is that a win of sorts? Not really, because we haven't scored any of our own for the first time in the Premier League this season. Congratulations, Eddie. You got the better of us today. Slightly fortuitous in some areas, but overall they did deserve the win. Crystal Palace next is absolutely, however, a winnable game, I think. Palace with Kukurea, Nathan, Botman, Hansko and Victor at right back with Hermansen on the bench. They did sign Cashin off us in the summer window, but he's not playing for them at the moment, nor does he make the bench either. Darwin Nunez is their striker, though, 87 rated, flying up top, I'm sure. They won their last game. They lost their first and haven't lost since. So it's going to be difficult at Selhurst Park, but not impossible, I feel. I might put Job across there and give Sander Berger a game in the middle, just to be a little bit more defensive away from home. We'll see how that goes. Lobato's been quiet, I feel, so far this season. So I might give Sarmiento a start out there as well. Don't think I can really change anything in the defence, despite the fact that we're conceding as many goals as we have been. Because ultimately that is going to be my strongest possible defensive lineup, isn't it? I am certainly contemplating signing a new goalkeeper in January. You guys wanted Valdemarson to have the nod to be number 1 at the beginning of the season, and I agreed. But at the minute, I have a funny feeling, now that we can go up to at least an 81 rated player with the growth in the squad, that maybe a sharper improvement in goal is needed to try and keep us in the division this season. But 3 points here against Crystal Palace would go a long way to helping us stay in the division, that's for sure. And yes, to Victor, tackled well. No, that was supposed to go to Sarmiento. Fuck my fucking life. Good! Another lucky goal for the AI. Tried to play it to Sarmiento. Didn't play it to Sarmiento. Darwin Nunez has a shot. Keeper saves it. Falls straight back to Darwin Nunez. That's supposed to go out left and it's gone in right. And I couldn't get more unlucky today, I think. Come on, win that. Well up, Fode. Vata. Berger, nice sharp turn. Job. Shortire's going. We'll look through the gap for him. It's a brilliant ball. Shoulders in behind here. It's a narrow angle. Hermansen makes the save. The former Leicester number 1. Now here at Crystal Palace. As Leicester got relegated and are in the Championship once more. Oh, it's squeezed in! Finally a bit of fortune for Cambridge United. And Fode Fofana grabs a goal. We are level at Selhurst Park. And I feel like I deserve something like that in today's episode so far. The away fans are screaming with delight. There's a man on the post and the keeper's gone down towards it. But Fode's just somehow managed to squeeze it in there. I think actually it took the keeper by surprise. It came at him at such pace. Fode powers it in and the keeper just can't quite react in time to get the arm up. And he's deflected it away from his defender. Get the balls in. And Rodney just evades the foot, Sander Berger. Kukurea down the wing. Rodney get it out wide there again via Raymond. Here is Kukurea. Darwin. Oh, that's really nicely done. Nunez trying to just get someone in the way of... Oh, it's superbly done. But really, know how Valdemarson stopped that. They're making a change though. On comes Sanders, their captain. Smith Rowe with the corner. No, it's Jacob Greaves wins the header. Here is Sanders. Straight off the bench. Straight in the action. Hopefully for me. Actually, might be straight off the bench. So straight back onto the bench. No. He's not getting a card for that. I thought he might have got a red for a moment there. Into the second half we are now. And well, Crystal Palace still on top. But we are level for the time being. And hopefully that will at least remain the case for the rest of the game. Think that looking for Lobato. It's Sarmiento, of course. And here's Shola. Shorty-Ray has to bury it. Hermansen with a very good save. Can we score another corner? No. Yes! We can! The keeper comes, the keeper fails. Kirk Henderson from the second attempt. The flick on at the near post by Rocco Vata. And it's our captain, our homegrown boy, that gives us the lead at Selhurst Park. What is Hermansen doing? The flick-on's not great. Keeper comes to commit and just can't get there. Kirk's up well. Oh, captain, my captain. Kirk Henderson gives us the advantage. Of course, Sanderberger intercepts, but it falls straight back to opponents. Kukurea, Rodney, well in, Vata. Tuck that back. Right, now is where we need to go into protection mode, isn't it? We have a lead to defend here. We haven't had that yet this season. Can't recall anyway. Job. Shorty-Ray. Could we maybe get another goal? Looking for Fode. Fofana's in. We can get another goal. Cambridge 3, Crystal Palace 1 is our first win at Premier League level. Just around the corner. A brace for the big man. Darwin. Uh-oh. Sanders. Uh-oh. Oh. These rebounds, man. It's actually getting silly now, isn't it? As at least 2, if not 3 goals today that just feel really, really cheap. Thankfully, we've scored a third, but it's 3-2 now at Selhurst Park. This is getting beyond a joke now. And Bejcetic, they're still going backwards, but this is really tense now. Botman. Darwin again, out in the wings. Win that, please. Well up, Kirk. And all the way out wide. Fofana's going, but not sure I'm too inclined to actually give it to him at this stage. 3 minutes added on. Sarmiento's got the support inside. Here's Lobato now. Getting forward is Sanderberger. So much for stay back whilst attacking Sander. Rocco Vata up against Kukurea. There's seconds to go in the game. Darwin's going to try and create something for Crystal Palace here, but hopefully time will go. And the ref will do us a favour, which indeed he does. Cambridge United win a game of football in the Premier League. We had to work very hard for it. They got particularly fortuitous with their goals, but we got the job done despite the game seemingly wanting to play against me there. Now then, Nottingham Forest are a side that came up with us from the league below last time around. They've just beaten West Ham though, so they'll be in high spirits. But we've just got our first win of the season, so let's go and head into that one with high spirits of our own. Well, Nottingham Forest have come up from the league below and find themselves in 8th place right now. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. They were, by far and away, one of the best sides in the Championship. They and Bournemouth just bossed it last season. There was no chance anyone was going to get one of those automatic promotion spots outside of those 2. And at the minute, their top half here, Patreon player Will Hillier is in goal. Still got Toffolo at left back. Still got Sudakov in the midfield. And Nyonto out on the right-hand side. So they are particularly impressive still, Nottingham Forest. Retegi up top is obviously going to be a goal threat. Sarmiento did okay in the last game. But I feel like Lobato is probably still my preferred left-sided player. But the Berger starting situation seems to work quite well, didn't it? So I think we might go with that again. Outside of that, no other changes. Fode Fofana is banging the ball in the back of the net regularly enough at the moment. And, well, we look like a decent team now. Still some improvements that could be made in January, but we're still 15th. Holding on. Oh, Nyonto. That is electric footwork, sunshine. Oh, and Sudakov's taken it away from the man out wide. Jacob Greaves has taken it away from him. Well done, Jacob. Thank you, mate. Really pleased that Jacob Greaves has grown already up to 81. We were certain it was the right thing to do to bring him into the club. And so far, it's been pretty solid for us. Kirk Henderson obviously continually remains the standout defender. Jacob Greaves is a very capable secondary at the moment. Win this, please, Fode. Well up, lad. Lobato lets it hit him on the face and go out for a throw-in. Sometimes I wonder why I bother. He's in the pocket now. Esposito forcing them backwards. Defensive shell having to work hard again. Toffolo delivers. Greaves away. Sudikov brings it down. And between the two of them, we've gotten it away from him. Ooh. Threaded that through the eye of the needle, didn't he? Counter-attack, maybe? No, because Kian Best decided he didn't want to actually know how to play football. Nyonto with the delivery. Kirk's got the time to bring that down. They're dangerous out wide, Forest, but they can't find the right ball into the middle. Shoretire. So Vata. Shoretire again. Vata could go again. Has done. Inverted. Looking for Fode around the corner. Fode has the support. And there's the goal. Jobe Bellingham with his first goal in a play game for us. Thought maybe I'd played a pass too many. I hadn't. Our new number 6. There's a Bellingham scoring in the Premier League. It's not Jude. It's Jobe. Oh, I wasn't ready for the back heel. He's Saud. No way, again. They get the ball into the middle well, but they just don't find anyone with it. Sa, Esposito. Oh. Tell you what they have found. The bottom corner. That's a strike. Finally, Forest shows some quality in front of goal. Esposito with the space to try and get the shot away. And boy, did he. That's a rocket of a shot into the bottom corner. Rifling down into that side netting. Valdemarsson or Manuel Neuer in his prime. That goes in every time. Best. Lobato. Shoulders in. Defensive positioning here of Nottingham Forest's backline is inexplicable. Fode Fofana takes advantage. Shola Shoretire is firing back on all those pre-season haters. Almost everybody was like, got to replace Shola at Camches. You could do so much better there. Can we? I don't know at the moment. Shola's the man of the season thus far. Fode's popping the ball in the back of the net regularly enough himself as well. But I tell you what, Shola's contribution has been just as important. We can score goals in the Premier League. We can win games in the Premier League. The question is, can we do it enough to survive in the Premier League? Certainly if Sander Berger does that regularly enough. Shola. It's Fode again from the edge of the box. Oh! Fode Fofana with a fucking rocket! Pick that out, Esposito. Wow! Why have only Fulham and Leeds shown an interest in Fode Fofana? Perhaps they were, the big clubs that is, fearful that Fode might be Mitrovic-esque, where he bags multiple goals in the Championship, but can't do the job in the Premier League, other than like the one time that he did. Well, Fode is proving that he's just as good at this level as he was the level below. 3-1 United. Sudikov with a nice little dummy. Sudikov going again. Still got the man out wide. Still got the man in the middle. It's Rategi. Valdemarsson has to do better. There's no cheese about that goal. It's just weak wrists from the goalkeeper. Sudikov creates. And from that angle, the keeper's got to do better. Oh, as good as Fode Fofana's effort was, that is very much savable. Valdemarsson was a large factor in why we finished where we did in the Championship last year. And at the minute, he is, unfortunately, a large factor in why we're conceding a lot of goals at this level now this season, as opposed to not conceding them at the level below last year. Jobe, does Berger want to go forward? Sander Berger might. And Shola and Shoretire on Babadeli in the way. Half an hour to go here. It could be 3-2 again. All we know for sure, when Cambridge United are on the pitch, there are goals to be had for either side. Oh, Monto. Uses his teammate to block there. Has done again. Sudakov's away. Best doesn't know which way to go here. Challenge. It's not a foul, ref. It's just not a foul. Changes. Trevor Taloba's coming on. He's going at centre-back. And Kirk Henderson's been moved forward into a CDM position. So we've got Kirk Henderson. Oh, no. Kirk Henderson at CDM. And Trevor Taloba at centre-back. To try and hold on to our 3-2 lead. Which now doesn't exist. Free kick comes in. And how Fode Fofana doesn't win that header, I'm not sure. He's goal side up until the moment that their guy gets the header on away. Inexplicable. Sarr levels it for Nottingham Forest. And again, this season... Oh, Jesus Christ, Calvin. Cambridge United concede 3. We do have on loan from Everton Mike Cooper at the club. And I think Mike might well be getting some football soon. That's a lovely ball to Vata, who's in the box here. Rocco can't restore the lead. Hillier makes the save. Best will deliver the corner. Vata's underneath it, looking to flick it on. He can't. Jacob Greaves is getting to that as quickly as he possibly can. Trevor Taloba to Sanderberger. To Lobato. Can we get it back on Lobato's left foot? Got Sanderberger in the middle. Ramsey will look for Lobato again. And he's onside here. And Fofana's waiting. Fode has it. And Vata! And Vata! No, cleared away. Can we win this? Yes. Yes. Keep it going. There's still the chance to win it. Sola with a touch. Through that gap is Vata again. Driving down the line. Rocco. Needs to get a good ball in, please. Does so. Oh, Lobato was waiting. You could see him in all the space in the world. Just needed the ball to arrive and surely he would have tucked home. It's going to be another 3-3 draw in the Premier League for Cambridge United. Unbelievable. We're just conceding too many goals. It's still a point against the side that beat us last season. But unfortunately, it's a point that should have been 3. Bournemouth win at Stamford Bridge. So that's a great result for them. But that is a poor result for us. Fofana was first class. We absolutely have to say that. Still can't defeat them. We'll stick together. We know we can beat teams in the Premier League after that win against Crystal Palace. And
thank you.
Again, the manner in which some of the goals have gone in against us today leaves me a little bit flabbergasted, really. We've got the Brentford game in the Carabao Cup coming at the beginning of the next episode, but we are 14th now in the table. Had we been able to hold on for the win there, we would have been 10th on goal difference on 8 points. That's a pain in the backside, isn't it? But it is what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles in the Premier League. I think it is going to be Mike Cooper to step in for Valdemarson for the next handful of games. Comparatively, Cooper is worse at diving, the same at handling. Kicking is much worse, but that's not a problem. Positioning's Valdemarson's favour. Reflexes is slightly... There's barely anything to choose between the two of them, is there? 6'5" for Valdemarson compared to 6'1" for Cooper. So you'd have thought Valdemarson would be better, but... I mean, they might be basically the same bloody player. We might find that Mike Cooper concedes just as many goals as Valdemarson. But, Christ, look at that. 3 conceded, 2 conceded, 2 conceded, 3 conceded. 3 conceded, 3 conceded in the Premier League. The ball is flying into the back of net, thankfully at both ends. And if I show you our squad hub, I can show you exactly how many goals we've been scoring. Fofana has 5 in 6 Premier League games, as well as 2 assists. Shoretire has 3 and 3. Kaiser's got 2 goals in the Carabao Cup for Sheffield United, but hasn't yet grown, unfortunately. Then Kirk with a goal, Job with a goal, Josh King with a goal, Lobato with a goal, and Sarmiento with a goal. Assists are coming throughout the team as well, which is great to see. Even Calvin Ramsey at right wing-back has 1, and Best has 2 from left-back. We're a decent team going forward. We just need to stop letting the ball in at the back post, or at the other end. Wolves, Everton and Brentford twice tomorrow. They're all winnable games in the Premier League, aren't they? This is our opportunity to pick up more points. 4 from the 2 we felt like we could have gotten 6 from. Should have gotten 6 as it actually turned out. We'll go again tomorrow with confidence that we are good enough to stay in this division, provided we shore up a little bit at the back and they stop getting as bloody lucky as they have been, eh? Right, thank you very much for watching today. Join me tomorrow for some more. It'll be well worth your watch, I'm sure. I'll see you later.